What's good, YouTube? I'm gonna do a short little travel video, traveling from Burlington, Ontario to just the inside of Niagara Falls. We're not gonna go deep into Niagara, but just on the outside of Niagara. Just for a nice trip. So we're kind of like in the middle of Burlington right now. I exited Appleby and now we are headed towards QEW Niagara. I was up in Milton and I traveled through the city of Milton and came south into the north side of Burlington. And now I'm headed to Niagara Falls. I hope you like the views, the new camera mount. I'm just trying something out, see how the picture goes. How it records on this mount that I have. It's an articulating mount. Seen that on Amazon. And I've seen articulating camera mount. And I'm like, hey, I pick up articulating booms, so let me give it a shot. It wasn't too expensive. And I'm impressed because you get, from the angle that I see, it looks pretty good. The last video I posted, I learned how to edit and blur images out and basically cutting out, editing the video, shortening them, cutting out certain things. So it's a learning process. Here we go, 403. That's for Hamilton. We're going QEW, Niagara. I'm gonna have to get over in this lane, the left lane here. Maybe I'll do it right now since I have an opening. Yeah, today I went from Scarborough to Rexdale to Milton, and then Milton now through Burlington to Niagara. I have a 8K telly on right now, and when I traveled from my yard, Scarborough to Rexdale, I picked up a 12K telehandler, so she was pretty heavy. And brought it to site in Milton. It's a happy Monday. All right. Let's get this week behind us. QEW. See, my followers are slowly adding up, so whatever I'm doing is impressing somebody, pressing them to the point where they hit that follow button or subscribe. So I appreciate you. I see you guys. Thank you. I'm gonna try my best to just keep rolling out. So even if it's just trips on the highway and taking in the views of Southern Ontario 400 series highways and the highways off of the 400 series, like the roads in between, far and in between. I'll try to get as much content out. Hopefully with this new camera angle, it's more immersive, because having the helmet, you get like the roof of the truck, not really the view of where I'm traveling. So I think people like the first person, left and right, checking the mirrors, looking around. So I'll do a little bit of that still. I'm just trying something out. We're gonna come up to the Burlington's, the Skyway Bridge here. You'll see maybe the camera will catch in the background the Fasco, Stelco, all the steel melting, steel refineries there. Fellow United, back in the day, on the other side of the highway there. See everyone racing into Toronto, racing into the GTA from the southwest on the Burlington Skyway here. Beautiful views. Woo. The lanes are super narrow though, because of doing this construction here. They're widening. Yeah, it's super narrow. This 8K doesn't weigh too much, but I got on my trailer here, so she's able to maintain her speed. But when I had the 12K on, if I was up on this, climbing this bridge here, climbing this road, I'd be slower than the guy beside me here. This Medlog guy. Stay in these lanes here, it's super narrow. Now that all these heavy trucks, you're going to see them on the other side of this bridge, you're going to see them darting over, because now they could maintain a speed and gain speed again. So, and they're going to want to get in front of me. So I'm just going to keep my eyes peeled for these guys here. Watch the signal lights. Most importantly, watching the position of their vehicle here. I do love this little action camera though. Good investment. I like how it keeps up. I got still a little bit of this discoloration in the beginning of my videos. It's driving me crazy. So I'm trying another file format now, how it's recording. So I'm hoping that corrects it, but it's really weird. I don't know if it's my computer. I don't know if it's the software. It's not the camera, because I would imagine if it was a camera, you would keep getting that discoloration to the whole video, but it's only in the beginning, in the first couple of seconds. It's like discolored. It's really crazy. So again, I'm trying another file format, and I'm really hoping that it corrects the discoloration. But thank you for still watching after the glitch discoloration that I'm experiencing. Red Hill Valley. This is where now Hamilton on the south are basically, it's the far east side of Hamilton. And all west of me is Hamilton, the mountain of Hamilton. And Red Hill Valley is kind of like the DVP of Hamilton, Stony Creek, Hamilton on one side and Stony Creek on another side for the most part of it. I think that's how it goes. Let me move over. I've passed all the slow, really hot and slow trucks. So yeah, the weather's been brutal in Ontario. It's been really hot. I was at Canada's Wonderland yesterday. It was hot and packed. I was with the family enjoying the water park and a couple of the roller coasters with the boy. And then we left and had some nice Sunday dinner. But it was hot. It's been hot all weekend. But I'll take it, because before you know it, it'll start getting cold again. Back to the old man winter will start breathing down the back of my neck and everyone else's neck. It's the reminder that we are in Canada. Yeah, the shot's really working out. I think I really like what I'm seeing here. It's pretty dope, actually. You can see? Yeah, it's pretty sick. There used to be some truck inspection area here. I think it's still here. It exists, and they do like random. It's not open full time. It's like a temporary. It's like a temporary or intermittent. I don't know how to explain it, but it's a dedicated MTO truck stop, but it's not always open. The one that's always open is when we get closer to Niagara there, past Grimsby. There's one on the south side, I guess, for all the trucks leaving Niagara and coming into the country from the American border in Buffalo. So that one's open full time, but the one we're approaching here is a temporary one. But I have been pulled over and inside there a couple of times, so I guess it's open sometimes more than none. And then sometimes you pass and you can drive past here the whole year and you won't get pulled over once. So it's really super hit or miss. But I think this is it here. That's this Fruitland Road sign. I don't know, they've been knocking them down. They knocked the two scales down in Milton, east and westbound scales, so they don't exist anymore. But they were brutal. Never got in trouble on the scale. I've never had a ticket issued to me. Had tickets issued to the company I've been working for, but never to me. So I've been lucky. Just being diligent, doing my job to the best of my ability. So I have not been nicked by MTO. And I plan to keep it that way. Hopefully I don't jinx myself by saying so, but again, as long as I keep that mentality of doing my job to the best of my ability and my due diligence, just keep her safe, don't cut any corners, take some pride in what I'm doing, yeah, you shouldn't have any problems, because when you roll up on MTO, you can kind of tell. And that's what they're looking for. See, if it's just a job for you, or if it's just I'm gonna put my four-ways on here and got a guy over here. Just move over a little bit for the guy. But yeah, you could when you get pulled over, that's what they're looking for. You can tell if your mirrors are by your mirrors being clean, and if you actually did open the hood of your truck, you can see your fingerprints on the dust, the dust that's all gathered up. If you actually checked your truck, they see your little paw marks everywhere. So they know, when they see that, they know that you did, you did a check. You looked at what was going on. This guy's going really slow. So yeah, that's my 2 cents about the MTO and avoiding getting a fine and how to. Oh yeah, so here's a temporary one now. I'm gonna move over. I passed that guy going really slow. Move over nice and safely here. So here's the truck inspection station. Yeah, so she's closed. Thank goodness. They got a little mobile trailer here, so I guess this one is probably open more frequently these days. I never noticed that trailer there. So maybe over the summer there. See if they have a guy parked up now. So yeah, it's shut down. I guess people use the porta potties here. They really have to use the washroom. This guy's gonna merge over. So I'm gonna try to get in the center lane, give him the space that he needs. Alrighty, let's get over. That nice little Ford, fast. Okay. Some clearance. Alright, now we're back over. There's a saying I seen this year on the internet, and I even posted it on my Facebook, and it's stuck to my brain like glue. It's like welded into my brain. And it says, whatever it is that you do, take pride in it. Do it to the best of your ability. And it's like, if you're working at McDonald's, do your best. You're a trucker, just do your best. Take pride in whatever it is that you do, so that way, you'll stand out more than the rest. Just take pride in yourself and whatever it is you're doing. So it makes a lot of sense. Instead of slouching and being defeated by the job that is, or whatever job that it is that you're doing at the time, don't let it defeat you. Take pride in it. Helps the day go by faster, and the people around you, and we'll rub off on some of them as well, and then now you have a good team around you. And yeah, so I don't know, I really like that saying. Whatever it is that you do, take pride in whatever it is that you're doing. And if I didn't make any sense there, then my bad. But I'm pretty sure most of you understand what I'm trying to say. This is Grimsby. We're just getting into Grimsby. I think the West of me on top of the hill is all Stony Creek, or in the last areas of Stony Creek, but I think we're getting into Grimsby. Forty Creek Whiskey Factory here for all the whiskey fans. Oh, it's like this government marijuana facility, and I guess it's like a quality control, like greenhouse. And I guess all the growers that, all the people who grow weed for the dispensaries that are for the weed that's sold in Ontario, I guess that's the center. I guess they just test to make sure that, that it's to a certain standard. Anyways, they have the exhaust fans for this greenhouse, and it's on the west side of the highway, so where the camera's facing, and it's exhausting. It has like these giant exhaust fans from the greenhouse, and it's just blowing the smell of marijuana literally right onto the highway. So everyone just, when you're in that area, everyone's just getting it. Like, I go to imagine people who don't smoke, it makes them wonder, like, that's probably grosses the shit out of a lot of people, because no one has any interest in marijuana. But for the people who are on the fence about it, they smell that marijuana, and for sure makes them say, hey, maybe I should go try. And then anyone who does smoke probably gets them in the mood to go to the nearest dispensary and pull over and smoke one, drive illegally. Not the greatest plan out. I would imagine it would be a better idea to put a quality control for marijuana maybe up on the mountain here at the end of the escarpment, because on the west side of me here, there's a giant escarpment, like a mountain. Like Highway 20 is up there. So up there, the weed has time to evaporate and let the wind currents, I guess, blow it away. Whereas if it's directly on the highway, it's like, holy. You'll see here, I think we're coming up on it here. It's also like some kind of like a vegetable greenhouse attached to it as well, but majority of these greenhouses on the west side here, it's that quality control for the marijuana. Yeah, so the greenhouses are coming up here. I don't know if I'll catch them. This is like a little hill. But I think this is them here. Yeah, this is it. So you'll see, like, they have these fans that exhaust. But these are the facilities here. So you'll see all these exhaust fans on the side, right? So all of that inside there is marijuana. And all you can smell right now is like sativa and indica, just like blended together. Pretty crazy. We'll get around this guy here. When I get there, nice and steady, but like this is just too slow. Like Probably has a lot of stuff in there. God bless him. But going a little bit too slow, buddy. Like I think the highway speed limit here is 110. He's doing like under 80, 75, 80. I think if you're doing 75, 80 and a 110, you're a little bit dangerous to everyone else around you. But it is a beautiful, beautiful view. East of me is basically Lake Ontario. So the views to the east and the west, I like this stretch of highway here. I get this on my way to Niagara, nostalgia from my days when I was a little pup to growing up, going to party with friends, and up until now still. Look at this nostalgia. Friends and family, going to Niagara, booking a hotel or going to Buffalo, crossing the border, and doing the back to school shopping or clothing shopping, getting that deal from the outlets. Now we have outlets on our side, so not much of a need to go to Buffalo, but once in a while, still go to Buffalo. Yeah, some nice nostalgia, this stretch of highway that we're traveling on right now, for me anyways. We're almost at my yard here, where I got to drop off this unit and see what's going on after this. It's still in the late morning here, so see where I end up. Maybe I'll do another video after this one, but this one is basically my Burlington to Niagara video. So I have these, I'm gonna do these videos where I'm just driving from one city to another on a specific area of highway. So I kind of capture the roads that I'm traveling on the majority of the time, and the highways, basically what they look like, because all this is gonna transform here. The next 20 years probably look different, probably be condo buildings up. Looks like I'm in the middle of nowhere now, but all these areas in the southern Ontario, they're changing rapidly. Excuse me. Right, these are you can't see it because of the camera angle, but on the east side of me, there's one of the busiest MTO truck scales in Ontario, I would imagine. These guys and ones by Windsor, basically the border points of Ontario probably be the busier scales, and then the ones that are in the middle of the province, probably not so busy. They do a fine job, I guess, making sure that the trucks coming in and out of the province are to spec and safety standard. Load securement, legal. So yeah, the MTO people do a fairly good job. They could do a little bit better, especially on there's roads where these tankers and super heavy trucks, they just take the passing lane for a 3 or 4 kilometer stretch before they reach the highway, and they're in the passing lane the whole time, and there's a whole series of them. I feel like the MTO should give a little bit more attention to those areas. Big heavy trucks should stay on the right, let traffic flow, and it's just a mess. But anyways, that's my 2 cents about that. But they do a good job when they're on their scales. I guess they care about what's going on. A lot of truckers are negligent, don't really care about what they're doing, and end up killing people. So they're there in place so that doesn't happen. It still happens. They can't catch everyone, but other truckers feel like they're a cash grab in some circumstances. See, they're absolutely right. They are a cash grab. They're just nicking you. Some that's if you're of weight and you're a couple 100 pounds overweight on one axle, but everything's pretty much legal. I understand that, but I mean, a law's a law. Little slap on the pee-pee and let you go. Chances of you being overweight on your axle by a couple 100 pounds, probably, how would you know that? Loading in the middle of nowhere. You can weigh yourself. You're underweight. You're not your total weight. You're legal for it, but just the heavier side of the machine is just a couple 100 pounds over on the area that it's sitting on your trailer and your truck and trailer setup. They're handing you a ticket for that. I mean, if you're thousands of pounds over, I mean, that's some red-handed stuff, but a couple 100 pounds, there should be a leeway, but again, that's not for me to decide. Heard other truckers getting tickets for dirty license plates, a little bit of dust. I guess the MTO officer slept on the couch that night, got in a fight with their partner, and you're getting the short end of that situation, and they're just nailing you for whatever they can. It's a yin and yang situation with the MTO. Yin and yang. St. Catharines. Oh, we're almost to Niagara. Well, this mount's actually pretty sick, this articulating mount here. I like it. You can even try to mount it on the top of the truck. Get like a center, mount it to the center of the truck, sticking up as high as it can go, and just get like that's a real serious shot. And then with my mic connected, hopefully it just picks up the inside cab volume and not the outside. So something I've been thinking about. Putting this camera on the outside of the truck, kind of I got it on a deal, but I don't have that kind of money to keep throwing the action cam money around. If I end up losing it, I don't want to lose it off the top of the truck. But I doubt it would go anywhere. Just mount it down. And it seems like the mount that I have right now that it's on, it's pretty stable. So But it would be a hell of a shot to get that right in the center of the truck. And then with the articulating, the boom just dead straight up. That'd be sick. Maybe in a future run, we'll get it done. Oh, we just got hit by a stone. Even with the mud flaps on the trucks in front of me, the one right in front of me and the one beside me on the center lane there. Oh, even with the mud flaps, they're still kicking up little stones. They hit up the windshield here. So this is the highway I gotta be on. I used to come on this 406 when I was in my scrap metal days, trucking with scrap metal. I used to come here sometimes every day. So I was on this highway. I lived on this highway from the top of the 406, which is Welland, Ontario. So the end of this highway, the top is Welland. So from Welland to Keele and Finch, New York University, where the yard was, every single day. Sometimes there and back, all day long. You get like 3 trips. Good 3 trips. It's probably like 13, 14-hour day. By the time you load with the crane, or depending on the material, or sometimes 2 trips there and back, as you're sitting around waiting for another truck to get loaded. But yeah, I was in my mid-30s, early 30s, mid-30s. That's what I did, scrapping from heavy loads. I had to be careful. I had to watch that axle weight and going through those MTO scales I was just talking about earlier. I had to really watch my weights and the axle weights and all that. I had to really watch and make sure I wasn't overweight. And sometimes I knew it was I just had a funny feeling, a little bit too heavy on the front and back, and I would avoid the scales. I would drive around them, so I wouldn't get a ticket. I would go on Highway 20. I would take risks. And then since my son was born, I said, no more of that. So this is St. Catharines, downtown. Wow, they have a farm boy here now. Crazy. But this is downtown St. Catharines. We're approaching the heart of St. Catharines. St. Catharines also has one of the best premium outlets in Ontario, I would imagine. Some really good stuff there. Good shopping. Need a winter jacket or some shirts or some boots. Alright, I'm gonna slow down to 80 now because that's the speed limit. But these highways, lots of nostalgia here because I spent so much time in them. Satellite radio with the Shade 4.5, listening to some like dirty South music all day long, and just coming up and down here, sometimes coming back and knowing that your day's gonna end at 7:30, 8 o'clock at night, and you started at 5:30 in the morning. You just know you're in a late run. Yeah. Or coming down here and being happy because you know you're on good timing. So yeah, I have a lot of nostalgia traveling up and down this road here, but it is beautiful. Maybe for this video, I'm gonna try putting some like background music. So it's just not me and the sound of the truck. I think some people like that. I'll put some background music though. Like lo-fi, boom bap. Help give a feeling to the road and the trucking. I have not been to this yard yet. Apparently it's newer. They told me on Friday that this yard is not too old, just under 2 years old. I have not been here, so I don't know what to expect, but pretty straightforward. Look for the booms, the equipment laying around, and beautiful Cooper symbol, sign, Cooper equipment. If you're watching this video and rent Cooper equipment on a regular basis, thank you for choosing Cooper. They're a great company. We provide only the best service. So again, thank you for choosing Cooper. All right, now we're back up to 100. Just because we are, those bends and lines. Turn up the speed. I would legit live around here, especially the top side of this highway and the top of the escarpment here, the mountain. I would live up here. It is nice. But I would imagine a lot of bored people up here. So when you're bored, you get nosy. A lot of people know your business. Whereas in Toronto, there's so many people that nobody really cares. People kind of keep to themselves, but up here where it's beautiful and quiet, I would imagine that they would get nosy. So I'm going to be exiting in a kilometer. So I got some traffic coming up me on the passing lane here. So this tanker in front of me is slowing down because he's heavy. So I'm not going to try to go around him to, if I'm getting off, and then it's uphill for me here. So I don't want to I'd rather just stay behind him in a safe distance, and I'm going to be exiting at this Highway 58 here. So we're going to wrap up the video right now. Thank you for watching. If you've made it this far, you like the views, hit the subscribe and the like button, send a comment. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Alright. I'm going to give this guy a chance here. I give a seat. I moved over because look at the cars passing now. All the vehicles passing just to give them a fighting chance. But I haven't been on this highway, so I figured this lane would be ending. So I try to I stay on that outside lane just to be in the correct lane so I don't have to maneuver, but I was totally wrong. So I moved over. Let all these vehicles pass. You can see there's a couple more now passing. Collier Road. Collier. Is Collier? Yeah, this is Collier. Oh, crap. See, I have no idea. My bad. I had no idea. Collier Road. See, I haven't been up here. Jeez. That tanker truck was blocking all the signage. I want to keep staring at my GPS screen because I keep my eyes on the road. I have not been here. What? Nobody harmed? Nothing too crazy happened? No, everything's good? I gotta go right here. Collier Road, now I know. Cooper Equipment, Niagara. Safe stop. Alright, we got an opening. Left, right, nobody coming. No pedestrians, no bikes, and no vehicles. We are good. Alright, now we gotta do a sudden turn here. Alright. See the equipment in the background there? In the distance. So it's this McCleary. Got a car approaching here. So give him the right of way. Alright. Go nice and wide. Pretty crazy, that sneaky little exit, that tanker truck blocking it. Just watching him, just watching his rear end, and he realized, like, oh my god, this is my exit. I'm staying wide on that bend there in case of this pickup truck that passed there. All right, looks like there's a lot of space in the yard here. Anyways, thank you for watching my video. I appreciate y'all. Have a good day.